What's going on, everybody? It's Stupid. I'm 796 here. Welcome to episode 16 of our Detective Pikachu Let's Play. In the last of you guys, we nearly got mollywopped. Somebody was trying to take out Katrina, I believe her name is. It's been a minute since I sat down and recorded this. I just rewatched episode 15 because that was recorded a while ago as well. And right now we are going to, I believe I need to go talk to her. We can actually check our handy dandy notebook here. My cat has decided to grace us with her presence now. Okay, let's see. So I think now what we need to do is we need to talk to Katrina, which if her dressing room might be down here. So we just hop, skip, and jump. If I remember, it's this one. And sure enough, it is. Oh, it's Karina. I apologize. Karina, please listen calmly. Tim, what's going on? We found out that the accident earlier was actually deliberately caused by someone. What? But how? Is what you said true? Please, tell me everything. Of course. Talk about the fake out. Someone had given fake instructions to the Yanma. Is that what caused the accident? That's right. But who would do such a thing? Why? It's possible that the culprit had some grudge against you and destroyed the violin as payback. About the violin. Could you tell us a bit more about your violin? Of course, my grandfather made it for me before he passed away. It's the only one of its kind. Ooh, it's a memento from her grandfather. Even now, when I get discouraged, I remember the message he left for me on the violin. It helps me feel better. Huh? A message? About the message. There was a message on the violin? I never noticed. Oh, you couldn't have. It's written on the inside of the back plate, after all. Oh, so you can't see it from the outside. No, you can't. Actually, I think the only ones who've seen it are me and Cricketoon, since we used to go play in my grandfather's workshop. The message on the violin. Okay, then. So...
Hey,
oh.
Tim!
The message on the violin, huh? Something on your mind? I helped Cricketoon pick up the pieces of the violin after the accident, but I didn't think I saw a message anywhere on the back plate. Could be that you just didn't notice it. If it bothers you, we could double check. Yeah. Alright. Hold on a bit, Tim. I think Karina has more to tell us. Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, wait. Cricketoon. You'll help us find the culprit. Thanks. We could use your help. Talk about the fake cue sheet. We don't know who did this or why, but don't worry, we'll get to the bottom of things. About the message. Apparently, Cricketoon was present when Karina saw the message too. Cricketoon says Karina read the message to it. It said, "To my darling Karina, even when I'm no longer with you, I will always love you and your music." Why? Just why?
A joke. Just a joke.
Okay, watch this. I'm about to walk out. Actually, do I need to talk to her again?
Yes.
No. Is there anything to talk to you about? No. Hold on a bit. I think Karina has... Karina doesn't have any more to tell us.
Yes.
Unless we can... Oh, wait. We can look at the violin. Here's Karina's violin. It really is wrecked, isn't it? Let's see. The backplate with the message should be this one, but I don't see any message written anywhere. So that means this violin is a fake. The culprit's goal was to steal Karina's violin. The culprit must have tampered with the Yanma's cue sheet so that the accident would hide the fact that the violin had been swapped. That's right. He almost got away with it too. I swear I'll catch this culprit no matter what. Expose the culprit who switched it.
Thank goodness the violins have been swapped. That means that the real one is still safe.
It's a one of one, so it's priceless.
That's the one good thing about all of this.
Find out who the culprit is. First things first, we should go tell Karina and Cricketoon about the swapped violins. They may be able to help us narrow down who the culprit could be. You're right, Pikachu. Karina, the violin... Shut the fuck up, my fucking phone. Nobody ever wants to message me until I am doing something important. Shut the fuck up. Karina, the violin there is a fake. The culprit arranged for the accident to happen so that nobody would notice that they left. Or about the theft. But then, where's the real violin? The culprit probably still has it, but please keep it a secret. You don't want the culprit to get nervous and hide it away. About who swapped the violin. I never noticed my violin had been swapped with a fake, but I think the one I used for my performance was the real one. I could tell from the tone. Yeah, QuickTune says so too. The tone of the real thing. About to swap violin. Oh, something fell off to you too? The material seems softer than normal. I see. It must have been difficult for the culprit to get the exact same materials to use. So can we leave now? Oh wait, he wants to say something. The testimonies we got from the two of them are shedding light on the crime. Really? Let's organize what we know. To get started, let's figure out what exactly when the violin was swapped. Open up your case notes. Okay.
Now, let's try and figure out when the violin could have been swapped out. First, when do we know for sure that the violin was already, a fake?
When you were carrying it.
True. By the time I had delivered the violin, it had already been swapped out with the fake one.
That rascally bastard.
Now we know when the violin was swapped out with the fake one. But we still need to figure out when was the last time the real violin was seen.
During the performance.
Now why do you think that?
Let's see. The tone, sound, and performance was the real thing.
So, Karina was using the real violin during her performance.
And then during
She and
the...
Pikachu both confirmed it to be true.
And then when she put it
And
down,
that means
it broke.
The culprit swapped out the violin after Karina finished her performance, but before I moved it.
Hell yeah, it was switched out backstage. Now we know when the violin was swapped. Yeah, the culprit aimed for the exact moment Karina would be around her violin. Judging from that and the tampering with the cue sheet, the culprit must have been very familiar with the show. So the culprit is someone who works here. That's what we need to find out now. What alibis do those involved have? Okay. So now we just need to talk to everybody. Oh, my boy's gone. Alright, so we go in here. What was I doing after the violin recital? Why are you asking? We're trying to find out more about the accident. Is it alright for you to tell us? Sure. I was in a studio during the rehearsal. I can't leave the Yanma by themselves after all. Okay. You're investigating that accident. That was a mistake by the Yanma, right? No, it seems like the accident was deliberately caused by some purpose. Could you help us find out and finding the truth? After Karina's recital, I was checking the footage in the studio together with Hiro. Okay. And what about you, my boy?
What's up?
Are you investigating the accident? Don't overdo it. Thanks. How about your alibi? Where were you during the rehearsal, Keith? Ah, his name is Keith. I don't think I saw you until right before the accident happened. I went down to a lower floor to call the assistant Pokemon as soon as we found Perugly. What happened after with that? Well, it didn't show up even when the scheduled time came, so I called the office to check. Turns out I'd mixed up the dates and had scheduled it for the wrong time, so I ran back to the studio to let Hiro know. So that's what all the ruckus was about. Did you run into anybody on your way back to the studio? Yeah, as I recall, I ran into Amelia. She had just finished calling Max and Olga. Okay.
So, let's gather information.
Do we have enough information? Okay, about the assistant Pokemon schedule. Are you the one in charge of scheduling and managing the assistant Pokemon? That's right. I'm really sorry that my mistake put you both in a dangerous spot. Yeah, next time, pay closer attention. Don't worry about it. Neither of us were hurt. Okay. We think that the accident was more just an accident. We're trying to figure out what exactly happened. About the situation. Was there anyone who left the studio or who went backstage once Pikachu and Karina were done performing? Nobody, huh? Well, you could see the whole studio, so if you say nobody, I guess that's it. What about you?
Ah.
Do you think you'll be able to get back to filming? I'd say the odds are 50-50. I've already put in a request for a new violin. I feel bad for Karina, but she'll have to use the new one. I was in the studio ever since Karina finished her performance. I was making sure the staff knew the plan for the show, checking the footage, and so on. We were in the studio then, too. I didn't see anyone leave or enter when Amelia and Keith came back. It seems like Hiro and the staff here have a solid alibi. Okay.
Now that I think about it, this person couldn't be the culprit.
Okay. So, we just need to find more people and ask more questions.
Tim!
I don't think Hiro and the staff in the studio could have stolen the violin. In that case, maybe we should tell Hiro that what really happened. The culprit is related to the show somehow. Maybe he'll know something. Good thinking, but don't forget to tell him to keep it a secret. Alright. So, this is Hiro, right?
Ah.
Yes, about the culprit. The violin was swapped out, and you say there's someone here that did it? Yes. I can't imagine. No, actually, could it be that do you know something? Well, this is just a rumor, but I heard Max has a lot of debt he needs to pay back. The violin was a very valuable one, so he may have stolen it so he could sell it. Sounds like Max could have a motive to steal the violin. Max is the guy in charge, right? Like the head of the studio, or is he the guy with the chat-ot? I don't remember exactly. Let's see. We left that room. I think it's here. Maybe. Maybe. Maybe? Yes. Excuse me. Hey, what's wrong? Well, about the accident that just happened. It seems like it was deliberately caused by someone. What? But then, who's the culprit? We're investigating that now. That's why we'd like to know where everyone was during the rehearsal. We were here the whole time. Yes, we were keeping an eye on the studio from here. I think it would be difficult for the people here in the sub-control room to swap out the violin.
So, let's gather information.
Okay. Alright, so everyone here is fine. Max is probably the host then. I thought it was the owner of the place, but he's probably the host. So we go in here. Is he here? He is. What's poppin', big dog? Oh, still doing your investigation? Go easy on playing detective, alright? Playing detective? Nobody's playing here. Yep, this is Max. Max, you left the studio once the first rehearsal was done, right? Yeah, I figured I'd go over the script one more time in my dressing room while I waited. Did anyone come by during that time? Oh yeah, a staff member came by to call me. I was in the middle of something, so I couldn't open the door, but I said I'd be right out. Oh, so he didn't actually see this person. Oh, okay.
Keep gathering testimony.
Oh, wait. Ooh. It's gotta be the bitch with the perugly. It's gotta be it. She's the only one we haven't interviewed yet. Where is she be? Oh, hello. Oh, he's already talked about the accent. Okay. Where you is, big dog? Oh, wait, shit.
What do you want?
You again? What do you want now? Oh, come on. You're a detective. Don't let her intimidate you. Go on. Ask what you need to ask. About your alibi. Where were you after we finished the first rehearsal? I stayed in my dressing room. I was giving Perugly a nice brushing. Did anyone stop by during that time? One of the staff members came to call me on. I answered, although I didn't open the door. I see. Someone comes all the way to get you, and the least you could do is open the door for them. Although, come to think of it, something odd happened after that. What happened?
Yeah, that's an alibi. Make sure you remember it.
Okay. What thing happened that was so odd? What was this strange occurrence? Someone came and beat on the door. I looked out through the fogged glass window, but didn't see anyone out there. I wonder what that was all about. Someone beat on the door. When you looked out the window, there was nobody there. Hello. Now she's just pushing me.
Hey, Tim!
Are you making progress on the alibi checks? Well, oh come on, you should know what to do. Is there somewhere you haven't checked yet? Like the studio, the sub-control room, or the dressing rooms of the performers? I mean, we did. We clearly did. What are you doing? Get away from there. You stop that. My cat is just like scratching at the fucking shelf there. Bzzzt. Hey, why are they glaring at each other? Let's see what they're saying. It's time to decide whose special talents are truly better. It's saying being able to smell the difference of foods with your tongue is more amazing. It's saying making laundry super clean with ultrasonic waves is way cooler. But that's like comparing lepa berries to orange berries. Still, we can't just leave them like this. What do you think we should do? Acknowledge each other's talents. To me, both of your talents are really impressive. Maybe you could agree that you both have some amazing skills and just make up. Anyway, you two need to make up, okay? We can come by to check on them later. Maybe something will have changed. You're the trainer here, right? What in the world has gotten into Ekans? It's not normally the type to pick fights with other Pokemon. I wonder what set it off this time. Really? The previous What the fuck? The previous recording has gone over the scheduled time. Maybe the Pokemon are getting irritated. What the fuck was that? I hope they can become friends before the actual filming starts. Seeing how they are now, that may be difficult. What the shit? Okay, that might have been Magnemite? I don't know. That was so weird and out of pocket. Alright, I think there's one more person that we have yet to talk to. And there might be another person back here. Nope, not back here. I think there is a single person we haven't talked to yet, and it's still in the studio. It's this person.
What's the matter?
Are you still looking into the accident, Tim? Huh? Oh, hush, don't mention the swap violin until we're ready to catch the culprit. Right. I mean, yes. Your alibi. You mean after Karina played? I was checking the dressing rooms to call on Max and Olga. But you came back to the studio alone, didn't you? Weren't you able to find them? Oh, no, not exactly. They both seemed like they were busy, so I just told them what I needed through the door. Oh, I see. And did you meet anyone else? Oh. Well, I remember I ran into Keith near the studio. Ran into Keith near the studio.
Tim, be sure you remember what people told us.
Okay, about when she visited Olga. I went directly to Olga's dressing room from the studio, knocked on the door and said we were ready, and she responded, "Thank you, I'll be right there," through the door. So it's not like Amelia actually saw Olga. I feel like that's going to be the key to unraveling this mystery. You visited Max. I went to get Max after I called Olga, knocked on his door and told him we were ready, and he said, "Gotcha, I'll be right out," through the door. Then she met Keith. I ran to Keith on my way back to the studio. He was standing near the entrance, but he looked very depressed. He was about to go report to Hero that he messed up on the assistant Pokemon schedule. He came back to the studio right after that, right? That's right. Okay, so I think we know everyone's story. I believe.
Now we know almost the exact moment when the violin was swapped. The culprit has to be someone involved with the show. Let's find out about the alibis of everyone involved between the time Karina finished playing and I brought out the violin.
Oh, is there more people to find? I thought that was everyone. Maybe not. Maybe not. Let's see. What does this say? It's a map at the floor. Okay. Let's see here. Maybe it's the chat-out we gotta talk to. Maybe we gotta talk to the chat-out. Oh, you're watching TV and you say the best thing on the screen, eh? You got confidence for sure. What did you and Max do once you were done the first rehearsal? You came back to the dressing room together. I seem to recall you're saying that's what you're going to do, yeah? What's that? You were excited because Max said you were given your snack early today? We weren't asking about your snack. Someone came to call you, knocked on the door and said something apparently. They must have been Amelia. Is Amelia a person or a Pokemon? Why do you ask that? Huh? Apparently a Pokemon stopped by too, in addition to the person. About the Pokemon. It doesn't know who, but apparently someone rammed into the door. Chatot says it was so surprised that it accidentally yelled out. Yeah, I bet that would be surprising. What did Pokemon do then? It ran off making some kind of cry, according to the Chatot. The signals for Chatot. Hey, could you show us your cool mimicking skills again? Oh, you can? Try different signals to see what happens, eh? Tim, give it a shot. Snap your fingers.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, that's the voice of Mr. Graham.
And cut!
That must be Hero. What's its self-content look? Trying to act all cool, are you? Hey, go easy on me. I tried my best. Yeah, I wouldn't put it past Max to do that. There are probably more cues than we can imagine. Well, there's really only 2 more. Adjust collar. It's not doing anything. I guess that's too subtle to use as a cue. Stomp foot.
Get out of my way.
Heh. Well, that's definitely Olga, alright. If someone yelled at me like that, I'd definitely have a heart attack, even if it was a prank. Okay, so now, if we go back, what if we talk to the Mimikyu again? Oh, hello. What are you trying to tell me? Do you remember the strange occurrence at Olga's dressing room? Oh, you mean that someone banged on the door? That's right. My theory is that it's the same Pokemon that visited Chadot's dressing room. That would make sense. I wonder if we can find this Pokemon and ask it about if it's visiting the dressing rooms. Well, I bet you it's this little fucker here. Do you know anything about the accident that just happened? It was going around the dressing rooms while avoiding the staff here, so it doesn't know what's going on at the studio. Huh? Why is it doing that? Doing a bit of self-promotion. You're definitely persistent, I'll give you that. Okay. I mean, that might have been why. It could have been that Pokemon. Let's see. I think this room is where the Pokemon are being kept, right? Yeah, this is it. Don't get in your way. Hey, chill out. No need to look so scary about Magnemite. Magnemite's talents are all mundane and useless. You think? I can see my mom getting excited about his super clean laundry. Yep, that was Magnemite. Whoa, calm down. You could shut this whole place down if you get too excited. Telling things apart by smell isn't unusual or interesting at all. Really? I can't think of any other Pokemon that smells through its tongue. What about Mawile here? Huh? What about Magnemite and Ekans? It's boring because they don't pay attention to you. It's like you're being left out. I don't think they mean to be rude or anything, but maybe Mawile just likes to have company. There's a banging on all the doors. When Olga looked, there was nobody there. Well, wait, we didn't talk to Perugly. Man, what a yawn. Let us talk to you a bit before you take a nap. Yeah, what was you guys doing after we finished the rehearsal? You came back to the dressing room for a nap. Olga gave you a good brushing too, so your fur is all perfect. You know, I can't really tell. Okay, that's all you have to say. So, we talked to everybody, right? The Mimikyu didn't do anything. Oh wait, what about Hoot Hoot? Do we have to talk to the Hoot Hoot too? That'd be kind of funny if we had to. I'm assuming we don't need to talk to Karina or Cricketune, but it is possible. Let's see. Well, we have to talk to these guys individually. Okay, so you don't have anything new. You don't have anything new. Oh, is there something bothering you? Yes, I think I know who tampered with the cue sheet. Really? Please tell us everything you know. I can't prove anything, but I suspect Keith is the culprit. He looks after the Yanma here, and would have been easy for him to tamper with the cue sheet. But Keith seemed so proud of the Yanma and what they could do. Keith is a bit of a mystery. He came to GNN about 6 months ago on someone's recommendation, but he's never told anyone about why he came here, or what he's doing before. I see. Wonder if there's a reason why he's so secretive. What does the Hoot Hoot have to say? Nothing. Alright. Well, let us go back and talk to Mr. Keith and see what he has to say about the situation. We go in here. Where's Keith at? No, I don't need to talk to you. Keith.
What's up?
Alright, about why he works at GNN. We were told that you joined GNN about 6 months ago. Yeah, through a friend of mine. So I guess you were interested in making TV shows. That's right, it's a lot of work, but I have fun. It's really exciting. You never know what's going to happen next. I think I'd be more anxious than excited. A life without some thrills would be boring. I think you'll understand someday. And who is this friend that recommended you? Something seems fishy here. I doubt we have to talk to Karina. I doubt it. Oop. Let's see. Bit by bit, we're getting closer to the culprit. I'm glad to hear that. Thank you so much for everything. Is there anything I do? Please let me know. Thanks. About your alibi. After my performance, I went backstage to put my violin there. Hiro asked you to do that, right? Did you see anyone else who was back there with you? I don't remember. I'm sorry. I should have paid more attention. Please don't worry about it. Okay, so she was backstage.
Yes! So the culprit is... Wait, what's that? All of our suspects have alibis?
They all have alibis. About the culprit. I don't want to point fingers, but it may have been Olga who stole my violin. Why do you say that? Well, Olga has had me a few times before if I would be willing to part with my violin. Of course I said no. Of course, your grandfather made it for you. That's right, but it didn't seem like Olga was ready to give up. She may have planned something like this. Seems Olga has a motive anyway, but we can't just decide she's the culprit based off of that. Okay. So everyone has an alibi. Interesting. Well, this is a conundrum. I didn't expect everyone involved to have alibis. This can only mean one thing. The culprit created a fake alibi. That's right. The culprit must have used some sort of trick to create a fake alibi. That being said, I don't think anyone working in the studio or sub-control room had the time to do anything elaborate like that. I agree. Our suspects are the people who are moving around on their own. That's 4 people. Max, Olga, Keith, and Amelia. You don't think Amelia is... I know how you feel, but a detective has to keep an objective view of everything. Still, we could use some more information. Now that I think about it, Mimikyu had snuck out in the Pokemon dressing room and was wandering around, right? Maybe if we talk to it, it'll shed some light on the situation. Well, we are going to continue this investigation in the next episode. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. Think of video, make sure to subscribe, and channel helps series helps me as a whole. I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.
Take bars, little man.